Let's switch the camera. Hello guys, happy Sunday. Oh, happy Sunday. Hot and humid Sunday. Hello Janet and Lucy and Sue and Lori and Carol and Bonnie and Brenda and Loretta and Sue and Sharon and Donna, Letitia, Sue, so many of y'all on, so good to see you. Yes, it is hot. Hello, Pat and Dixie and Cindy Braden. If this is your first time joining me, let me know in the comments where you're viewing from. So, what a busy week. What a busy month. I feel like I've had a month's worth of work in 2 weeks, and I still have this week to finish a lot. So, anyway, I hope you guys had a great week and you were able to do some creating. Many of you have shared either on my page or on your page or in an email the things that you guys have been creating with these lessons I've done the last few weeks. And I just have to say I'm blown away. Blown away with the creativity and just beautiful projects that you guys have come up with. Hello, Linda and Virginia and Linda and Pam and Cindy. Oh my goodness. So, still in the throes of getting ready for the Art Expo in Chattanooga, which is at the end of the month. And a week from today, I'm heading to Vegas. So, I think it's hot right now in Georgia at almost 95 degrees, but I'm going to be sweating like crazy because Vegas is having triple-digit numbers, but the majority of the time we'll be inside, so it won't matter. But I'm looking forward to it. Going to a show, a distributor show for DecoArt. It's not a consumer show. Let's just hope internet works fine and Facebook is cooperative. I've got a hair tickling my arm. The problems with long hair. It's hot everywhere, right? Yes. As soon as I said that, my thing just buffered. Anyway, we are not too bad in Tennessee today. That's wonderful, Lori. Are you going to Chattanooga? Are you going to the Art Expo? I hope so. Yes, thankfully it's hot, but where you don't have the storms like y'all have been having in Texas and places. Yes, yeah, and you know what? I mean, I don't mind summer, and especially in Vegas, you can go in and out of the casinos as you're, walking down the strip and kind of pop out when you want to get a little bit of air, go back in. So it's hot in Wisconsin. Windy was chilly this morning. Yeah. Hello, Linda Safranco. All right, if you are going to the Art Expo in Chattanooga, leave in the comments, let me know. I would love to say hi to you and meet you. And hello, Janet. If I paint leather sneakers with styling paint, do I need to seal them afterwards? Donna Baker, no, because it has a built-in sealer. It is a phenomenal paint, and if you guys have not used it, I highly recommend it. These are the shoes I painted. I did a class with my membership group after painting these similar shoes for my friend Jackie at Dynasty Brush. And anyway, so DecoArt has them on sale. So you might want to check those out, DecoArt.com. I got to go to Tennessee to meet you in person. Imagine. Right, Lucy? I know. Well, Robin Storm had to come down here to the Mistletoe Market to meet her in person. We're all in the same state, and we're not that far from each other. We really do need to plan something. Anyway, he has some big hair. We'll definitely be in Chattanooga. I know you will, Linda. I'm so looking forward to seeing you. It's been forever, because the last time I was in Louisiana, you weren't there. You had something going on. Only 69 in upstate New York, but wait, it will change soon. Yes. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. I cannot wait to meet you there. I was just looking for my shoe. I moved it. I was hoping to get the other one painted so that I could wear those, but to be honest with you, probably won't happen. Probably will not happen. I have been cutting up a storm with my laser, trying to get things cut and ready and prepped and surfaces prepped. And yeah, so I'm not complaining at all. So please don't take it that way. It's just busy. Getting ready for a convention and a booth is busy. And my husband's going to be there. My husband's going to be there. Barb and my husband will set up the booth for me because I have a class on that day, special event with Tracy Morrow. And then I will go and zhuzh it up because it opens that night. So it's going to be a little bit of a scramble. It's super hot in Utah. Oh, goodness, Marilyn. Wasn't expecting to see the butterfly yet. Well, Dee, I just have to say, because I was so busy, I have not had an opportunity to sit and design a new project. And because we're kind of on this cycle of doing these, I thought, you know what? I said when I do the butterfly, I'll tape it. That could be next year, seriously, with my schedule. So I thought the only way I know that I'm going to get it done and you guys can see the butterfly to go along with my dragonfly and my bee is to do it on the live. So I'm going to do it today. Index 112. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is like a sauna. Y'all start thinking about colors too. I was trying to decide if I'm going to go more the monarch butterfly, still while looking metal, or if I'm going to go pinks, blues, and purples. Let me know. Let me know what you think. We also need a ladybug. I know, Sue. I know that one might have to wait. What days are the shows start for shopping? So Wednesday night, it's open for 2 hours for VIP. I'm not exactly sure what VIP is, or that means you're registered and you're taking classes. And DGATs, the ornaments are in the freebies in the guides in the group, in the membership group. You can download that packet. Monarch. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Butterfly. Oh, you got your butterfly book today. Awesome, done. Pink, blue, purple. 72 in Fargo. Quite a difference than Houston, Texas, right, Beverly? Pink, blue, purple. I figured it'd probably be a little split, so we'll see. And I'll go back and look at those in a second. So if you missed last week, I did my steampunk. I absolutely love. And then because when I create, I tend to just to get that inspiration and motivation to keep going with something else. So I had all those bits and bobs out, and so I did a different one. Different coloring, same thing. Only thing I'm not 100% pleased with on that is I liked the that Viewmaster chipboard at first, and then after I got done, I'm like, I wish I had left it off. I love the layout of this one, and that it has wings. So, hi Cheryl, hi Terry. Okay, so if you're just joining us, be thinking about what colors you want me to do this butterfly. Monarch. Coloring, which is browns, burnt sienna, orange, yellow, some black, or if we're going to do it a little bit more colorful, pinks, blues, purples. Let me know. Yes, Loretta. The funny thing is, Tracy and I came out with that chipboard and the stencil years ago. If you're not familiar, Tracy Morrow and I have a stencil line called M Squared. It is Moreau McTier. It was actually something that came to me in a dream many years ago, and I called her and I was like, what do you think? She was like, yes. So anyway, we did the chipboard and it just never really sold. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it in a variety of sizes. So pinks, blues, purples. I just did a mousse for my stepdaughter. Oh, awesome, Nanette. Oh, you're going to have to share that on the group. Please, please, please. I'd love that. Okay, pinks, purples, and blues is winning right now. Pinks, purples, and blues. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Heather Devon, pink, blue, purple. Okay. All right, so let's get started with some things because this is a big butterfly. Very nice. I never knew what steampunk was till I watched you. Oh, awesome, Terry. Yeah, I love steampunk style. It's very kind of futuristic and fun, and I don't know, just awesome. Okay, so free e-packet on my website. On YouTube, the first person to comment was Janet Roach, and over on Facebook, Dixie Brown. Both my tribe members. So you guys message me and let me know what free e-packet you'd like, and I will get that sent off to you. Okay, if not today, then tomorrow. Hello, Linda Myers. Alrighty, and then we had some giveaways. I'm trying to think if I should go ahead and start down here. I will. I'll show you my dragonfly. I did not do this live. This is free downloadable line drawing for the dragonfly, the butterfly, and the bee. Okay. I do have 3 giveaways for next live. Now, I'm not going to be live until probably the first Sunday in July, because I'm gone next Sunday. I'm flying to Vegas, and the next Sunday after that, I'm driving to Chattanooga. So, and then that's the bee, and then I have the butterfly right here. But I cut those out of corrugated cardboard. Let me just show you. So it's, you know, just your regular corrugated cardboard to recycle and reuse something that would normally end up in the trash, right? Or in the landfill. And that's one of the things I love. If you've watched my live the last few weeks, or, you know, even before that, I had some lessons on it, but I'm going to be painting it up with DecoArt's new DecoEarth premium reclaimed acrylics. These are amazing paints. The coverage is unreal. And one of the best parts about them, other than the quality and the coverage, is that it is 70% reclaimed household paint, which means that it didn't go to the landfill. It's not going to sit in someone's garage. It's not going to go down the drain, which is going to, you know, contaminate your water source. So I love the story behind this paint, but more than that, I love the paint. It really is exceptional. On DecoArt's website, you can go to their color charts and stuff, and that'll show you the colors. You can get it in 2-ounce bottles, and you can get it in 8-ounce bottles. Now, you can get it in 2-ounce bottle and a bundle at Pinecraft. All right, pinecraftinc.com. And you can also get it at DecoArt.com. Okay, so let's come right back up here. So I can't wait to take the mixed media class. Oh, Brenda, I can't wait for you to either. Let me just say, we have tons of goodies for y'all. Tons of goodies, tons of freebies, tons of, we have some drawings that we're going to do for some fun little prizes and giveaways. Oh, Sandy Greco, I can't wait to see you. Anyway, I agree, Dixie. I think it is a fantastic thing that DecoArt has done with this paint. I did share an article on my page the other day on my Sandy McTeer Designs. Hopefully you guys saw that. But let me remind you that there is still this challenge going on. Is the class still available? The special event, Virginia, it is. We have 42 people in there right now, and I capped it at 50 because I have to make sure I have enough surfaces. So if you go to DecoArt.com, guys, and register, let's get rid of that and just go to that, see if it shows up better. DecoArt.com. Okay. You will have an opportunity to win up to $10,000. Doing 2 things. You can register, they give you a little link, you share it with your friends and family and say, hey, go check out this link and what this paint's all about. And when they register and they get their link and share it, it's just about raising awareness. The second way is you can create and do a little video and share it with DecoArt. It's kind of like what I did last week with the steampunk or with the bee. Creating something, you don't have to use DecoEarth paint. You can use Americana. You can use whatever paint you want to create something, do a little video, send them the link, and then you're going to be entered as well. Now, it's a challenge, but it also is more everybody that participates their name goes into the hat for the drawing, okay? So, yes, Virginia, oh, awesome, I'm so happy. We have free brushes. Dynasty Brush has been so generous. I'm not even, I want to tell you guys, it is, Loretta, you have to call and sign up. The class is not online, unfortunately, Rebecca. This is in person in, what you call it? Chattanooga. It's in person. Anyway, okay. That is the type of cardboard you put in our orders for protection. So Linda, chipboard is different. Corrugated cardboard, let me just show you the difference. Corrugated cardboard is what you get in a box, right? And you can order sheets of this on Amazon, but I just cut a box up. This, on the other hand, is chipboard. So see how thin that is? So when I do your orders, or if you've just ordered stencils, a lot of times I put that to protect it, just to give it a little bit more weight. So making my daughter a beaded keychain wristlet. Oh, awesome, Dawn. Okay, Monty, have been on, but forgot to comment. Hello, Monty. I saw that there were 4 people on when then Janet left her comment, and I thought, I wonder who was on and didn't comment. Then I'm going to start on the postcards. Oh, wonderful. Yes, I love those. So let me move some things aside, and we're going to get started. I have stuff everywhere. And my heat gun over here, which is hot. So let's take care of giveaways for last week, okay? So I had, I will go ahead and come right down here. Oops, hello. All righty. So the postcards that Dawn mentioned on Facebook with my membership group, we are doing this month. 2 of our prompts were vintage and magnolia. So we created the background, did some decoupage, and then on Tuesday, guys, we're going to finish that. And then I think I shared with you guys the tropical window scene that we did last month. So let's move that out of the way. Oops. Okay, so I had 3 giveaways, and one of them is a hot commodity. I have it on order. I'm hoping I get them before Chattanooga. If I do, I'll bring them to Chattanooga. If not, they'll be on my website. But this is 288 stamp stickers from Tim Holtz. What I love about it too is in the back, there are blank stamp stickers, so you can create your own. How fun is that? And then some of the new collage, Tim Holtz collage audiology paper. There's 30 pieces in here. And so I put everyone's name on the wheel. Oh, I love this. Can't wait to finish my, thank you, Loretta. The thing with my giveaways, guys, you have until the next live to claim your giveaway prizes. And if I don't hear from you, then your items go back into my stash to give away. All right. So I put everyone's name on the wheel, and the winner of this came up, Don Lavelle. So, for my steampunk, I didn't have any chipboard, focal butterfly, or moth, etc. I'm using a resin piece. Awesome, Loretta. Resin works great, too. Okay, so Dawn, I have your information. I will get that out to you. Okay, and then remember I had 2 sets of the new stencil. Now, I'm going to show you what's going to go on my website. The surface is going to go on my website, but not until I get back from Chattanooga, because I have 0 time to do any cutting outside of what I need for my classes and for the booth. So, will there be heat guns available for us to use, or will we have to bring... so I have 6 that I'm bringing with me. You can bring your own if you'd like, Linda. Problem with too many going at one time is you can blow a fuse. We don't want to do that. Okay, so these 2 are exactly the same, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. I had 2 of them. Let me put that back here. Alrighty. Is that what? Yep, that's what I need. Okay, so the surfaces are going to go up on my website. So in July, I'll have this surface, and that's what I did my steampunk beetle on. And then these chipboard, there's one that didn't come out. Chipboard gears, and so there's a big one, smaller one, a big one, and a smaller one, and then just a couple little gears. And this is just chipboard. You can apply it with matte medium and paint on it and do whatever. And then this new stencil that I shared with you guys on my steampunk piece. So 2 of those, and the winners are, oops, I forgot to, okay, I've got to go to my thing, hold on. I've got to go to my book and see whose name was on there. Hold on, because I write them down. Let's see here. Duh. Hello. I knew it was her, but I wanted to make sure. Okay, so one of them is Teresa Clever. Teresa, I think you were watching over on Facebook, so message me. You can go to my website, click that contact button, and let me know your mailing address, all right? And I'll get that off to you. And if I don't hear from you by Sunday, unfortunately, it's not going to go out until July. So move that out of the way. And the second one was Bonnie. So I did these late yesterday, and anyway, completely forgot to write your name down. But anyway, Bonnie, I have your information. I'll get that shipped off to you. And then I have 2 giveaways, guys, for this live. All you have to do is like, comment, and share. Hello, Sue Atkins. And I have 2 DecoEarth aprons. Really nice quality apron. And 2 sets of the DecoEarth premium brush sets. These are vegan free. They're a bamboo handle. They've got a really nice feel to them. So 2 winners will be drawn for those items. Again, on my next live, which will be in July, I will announce winners then. Okay? Now I need the stamp book, right? And hopefully I'll get that Bonnie before Chattanooga. So oh, you did, Dawn. You did. Love it. Okay, so again, these aren't on my website now, but they will. Oh, and sprinkle. Thank you so much, Loretta, for sprinkling. Like, comment, share. Hi, Kay. Hi, Charlene and Monty. So, guys, the other thing is over on YouTube, if you do that $ at the bottom, and on Facebook, the little stars that you can purchase, that money is donated to World Central Kitchen. Okay, Marilyn Healy, you're always so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can bring mine to Chattanooga, Bonnie. Wonderful. I'll bring it to Chattanooga because you're probably driving like me, right? Are the aprons available on the DecoArt site? Would love one. They are not. They are not, Linda, but I will find out if they're going to sell them. Okay, so let's zoom in just a little. I went ahead and started doing my butterfly and getting the bits and bobs out because I wanted to not spend an hour doing that. Anyway, so these are the steampunk pieces that I used on my live. So they are sticker backed, meaning that all you have to do is push on it and it'll pop out. But I wanted to keep them kind of in their own little set. So let me just tell you, it's like putting a puzzle together after they've cut on the laser, because you lift it up and everything falls out the back end. So, so we have the different size wings, the propellers, and then the gears, and the 2 light bulbs, additional keys, and then another. So this is going to be a set, and it will have a full picture of the steampunk thing that I did. It's not going to have any written instructions or anything because, of course, there's a video for it, so you can go watch it. So I will have these on my website in July, okay? I will have them in Chattanooga though. I'm bringing them with me. Right now I have 20 sets, and if I can get more cut, I will, but whew, just trying to find the time to do it all, you know? Okay. So, like I mentioned, I went ahead and started putting my butterfly together, and I have to tell you guys, I have been cutting these letters, these words for some of my designs and kits and things, and I have all these ovals, you know, like it comes out of the middle of the L, or other letters. And anyway, when I was looking through my stash today, I thought, hello, it's perfect for a butterfly, right? Okay, so let's just move some of this out of the way. I was pretty pleased with how this was going, and then we will just put it all together. Okay, so if you're just joining again, hello, Casey. Is it Casey or Cassie? Going to need to order these. Oh, thanks, guys. Yes, I'd love to get them on my website, but whew, I have to wait till I get back. So we're just gonna move this to the side. Now remember, when you do this, it's always a good idea to take a picture of how you laid it out. That will give you some good reference to putting it back together. However, a lot of times I just wing it, and if it is the same, great. If not, sometimes another idea happens. What I was in the middle of saying before, though, is if you're just joining us, make sure to let me know. Pink, blue, purples for the coloring, or are we going to go more traditional kind of metal looking monarch? Orange, yellow, black, probably some brown. Anyway, just let me know. Let me see. However, about the vine and leaves you're using. What was that, Dee? However, about the vines and leaves you're using on the butterfly. So you'll have to let me know what you mean. These I love. They're very intricate. And a little fragile, but love. Okay, I'm guessing the not Cassie. Okay. I am lost my train of thought. I'm thinking that the purples, pinks, blues are gonna win. That's what you guys are all saying. Monarch, orange, rust, a bit of black. I know it's kind of what I was thinking, but I wanted to leave it up to you guys. Blues and purples. Yeah, maybe just a little pink. Okay. So again, this is just corrugated cardboard. Would have ended up in the trash. One of my members, Virginia Hedges, she shared in our group some amazing ornaments that she creates with cardboard. You know, guys, we throw so much away, right? So good when we can repurpose it and reuse it. So let me get this glue gun without burning myself over here. Although remember, I don't have like fingerprints on 3 or 4 fingers. Will you have them for sale? Oh, the leaves and vines, not sure that I'm going to have those in Chattanooga, but I will eventually on my my website. Okay. All right, so I do want to put a circle like I have on my other two so that I can hang it. I was thinking that the key has a hole you can hang it, but because it's going to be you know, that might work. I don't know. I just didn't want it to bow because, you know, this is on the front side of it. If it were on the back, which looks cute too, doesn't it? Ooh, front or back. Wow. I might have to do it on the front. That looks good. But I like it here too because it acts as a body. Okay, that's what we're going for. All right, glue gun. I just have glue sticks. Remember, you can heat that up, touch it. We're going to stick that on there. Don't worry about the excess glue. You can cover that with paint. Sometimes if I get too much like that, I'll just take my fingernail and I want to attend your mystery with Tracy. However, I'm teaching until 10 or 11. You should be able to, Loretta. You certainly can ask. The thing with signing up as well as you will get all the goodies and all all the goodies. Let me just say, there's a lot. Okay. And between my instructions and Tracy's instructions, there's like, what, 20 pages. And in the class, I am selling the, I'm going to push that up just a little bit. I am going to be selling the kits in my booth, along with the pattern packets for the mystery. How did you cut that out so nice? So, Rebecca, you can use scissors, an X-Acto knife. I actually cut mine on my laser. So, I'm so glad you're doing this. Been using card. Yes, and I have some cardboard over there too that I tore. I was going to make like a little fresco type thing. I'm still going to do that. Maybe on one of my lives I'll do that. Okay, so I am going to have the, hello Lynn, the kits for the special event that Tracy and I are teaching. I will have those in my booth. But I will say if you take the class, you get stuff to do both sides. That's all I'm going to say. Whereas in the kit, there's just enough to do one side. All right, so now I started there, and where I really wanted to start is I wanted to do something in the background like I did on the steampunk one, so that anything you see underneath is not just cardboard. So let's get a palette knife. This is my favorite stencil of all time. It's Tim Holtz Flourish. I do sell this on my website. And if you aren't familiar with my website, you can use a discount code ART, all caps, for a discount. Now don't worry about like if it went other places you didn't want it to go, or if you've got a big blob there, because it's going to be painted and you're not going to be able to tell. The other thing on my website is I do not charge for shipping up front. I invoice the actual shipping costs only. So you will get an invoice before your order ships, letting you know how much your shipping is. That is extra work for me, but it saves you money. So I've only ever had one lady complain and be ugly about it. So anyway, she didn't want to pay the shipping. Okay, when you use gesso or anything with your stencils, you want to make sure that you wash that off. Wipe it off. If you don't, it will be very difficult to get off dry. All right, so I'm just going to wipe that off real quick. So glad to see what you're using, your bits and bobs. Yes, wonderful. What? So the special event is Wednesday, 8 to 2:30. Do you sell the cardboard? Oh, did I seal it? So no, Heather, I didn't. When I gesso it, that's going to seal it. Okay. Now I would love something up there, but I need to dry this, which is going to take a little bit. I might just leave it at that. Yeah, Wednesday, 8 to 2:30. And then the trade show floor opens 6:30 to 8:30 or 6 to 8:30. Let me just tell you, I'm going to be scrambling to get to the booth and finish it because that's the only day of setup is Wednesday. So, but I will have the media line there as well. Gesso, matte medium, Tim Holtz stencils, stamps, 2 booths full of lots of stuff. Dynasty brushes. I will have my heat tools, The Ranger Heat It tool. Right, Robin? 8 o'clock. An 8 o'clock class is quite early, I have to admit. And I have 3 of them. My 4th class, I'm teaching 4 classes. My 4th class on Friday is 3:30 to 10, I think. But in every class I'm teaching, I have extra goodies and brushes from, or at least a brush from Dynasty that they donated, always so incredibly generous. And DecoArt, very generous with the paints. I've gotten everything. All my classes are packed up and ready to go. And now I'm just working on booth stuff. You should take some of the bits and bobs from your cuttings and sell little packets of them. So, oh, I could do that, huh? Especially like these that come out of letters and just a little hodgepodge of bits and bobs. Good idea, Veronica. And they would be at a really good price because guess what? Otherwise it would have ended up in the trash. This is going to take the longest of the whole project, just getting this gesso to dry. While I'm doing that, I am going to just kind of, just to give it a little texture where I'm not going to get that stencil because I completely forgot I wanted to do that first. So we'll just put some little swipes of gesso. Here and there, but not everywhere. Oh, I could do that too. Rebecca said I could send him with the little goodie package because I always throw extra bits in. And so the thing is, if someone hasn't watched these, they might go, why did she send me this? Okay. You can use modeling paste as well, and if you don't have gesso, or and my favorite gesso, of course, is the Media Line gesso. And if yours is runny, if you've got a different brand and it's a runny gesso, you can just take some out and leave it on your palette for about an hour, and it will thicken up just from being, oh, I need that. From being in the air. So you could always use it. No, you can never throw anything away again. I know, right? I am a pack rat, I have to admit. My grandmother was, my mom is, my husband is not. So he puts up with all my stuff, which is everywhere. And now, you know, we're empty nesters, and I have a whole other side of my house with 3 bedrooms. Each room has something of mine in it that's art, boxes. Okay, so hopefully that's all righty. Let's see. Oh, still have some there. The thing is, if it's not dry, it will move and it will smear and it will not look pretty. So I hope that the signups are good for Chattanooga so they continue having them. So do I, Robin. Like I said, we've got 42 in mine and Tracy's special event, and then all 3 of my other classes are double digits. So I'm happy with that, especially if, you know, being the first one and so many amazing classes offered. So and it's nice to have one on the East Coast that's a little bit further south, I might say. because I know that New England Traditions is in Massachusetts. But Chattanooga is really easy to get to, especially from Atlanta. You can actually take a shuttle from Atlanta. It's called Groom Transportation. But you can also fly right into Chattanooga. Okay, I know that right there is going to give me a problem. Yes, and so on that point, Robin said she was surprised to see how many were canceled. So I know a couple were sick. Others, unfortunately, because there were so many classes offered, that when you add up your hotel and your food and your expenses and everything else to get there, unfortunately, sometimes it's just not, it's not reasonable or manageable to go and do it. So, but it does make me sad to see. So I'm just going to do a little line of hot glue there. I don't even know what these were from. Sometimes if I see a new design, or I will cut it and then forget about it, or take bits and bobs from other designs and incorporate it. Like this, I would take from the design it was on and use it somewhere else, like this. All right, what else went there? Let's see, a little teardrop. Now I know last week I stenciled and then I did and then I painted the background black. But since I'm going to, I think, go with, thank you, Brenda. Since I think I'm going to end up going with the pinks, purples, blues, I'm going to do it white gesso. That nice big blob of hot glue right there. Okay. And then the next one, we'll put here. Let's make that touch right there. And then what else did I have right here? I had one. Okay. There. There. You know, and if you are working on a piece like this and getting your stuff out, and in your bits and bobs you don't have what you need, you can cut it out of cardboard, and create your own things. All right, let me see. What do I want to put? I have a circle. That circle. I think that circle. For the flowers, okay, and they don't have to be identical, but you know, kind of mirror. I'm just mirroring each side. Ooh, that's hot. Burnt my finger. So I put that little dot underneath it just to give it some height, raise it up. I have a Glowforge Pro. Guess I need to start using it. Dawn, yes, that's what I have, and I love it. Asking if it does have a joy, but haven't cut chipboard. I think it does cut chipboard. This is 0.022. It's a lot thinner. Okay, what else? Let's see what to do. That, Sandy, hello, that's why you had that there. Yes, okay. Move that out of the way. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. Okay. I love this part, that, you know, the building and just kind of putting things together. The painting doesn't take long at all, of course, because most of it's dry brush. And then on here I have those leaves. And then this one. And I love these. Where did I have these? I have those up here. So when you're thinking about laying it out, you know, kind of the flow of something. So I love, I mean, that would have looked pretty up here as well. The flow of that scroll to kind of accentuate this, the shape of that wing edge. We'll turn that one over so that it does the same thing. Okay, getting there, getting there, getting there. All right, in the center of the flowers, I'm gonna do that little, ew, that was my fingertip. Owie, that hurt. I have these leaves down here, but I'm not sure if I like those there. So we're going to put another one of these pieces in. I would love to, ooh, a seahorse would be awesome, wouldn't it? Oh, yes, and using shells and, oh yeah, that would be super cool. I gotta get that in there. Hello. It's gonna be on that key. There we go. It's not gonna go up as far, so I might see if I can pull that one down. Nope, it's staying, and it doesn't matter because I have this that's going over it anyway. So that's why I try not to stress about putting this together. Laying it out first, taking a picture, kind of getting, you know, your bearings a little of what you want to put where helps. And it really isn't set until you start gluing things down. But again, if you don't like it, you can move it. Diamonds. Let's do diamonds somewhere. Diamonds. Let's put right there. I'm gonna do a circle. And a diamond. And we will do, where's another circle like that? I don't know if it was that big. I don't think so. Do, 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 do. Okay. My finger still hurts. Let me think. We need something down here, and I'm thinking I will put maybe one more of these. Nope, not there because I have no space on the other side. There and there. All right, then over here, I'm going to do, I think I will do a circle. let's get, let me think. Let me think. What do I want to do? Yeah, I think I'll do that. All right, and then on this side, how much more room I have on that side. Hello. Not 100% symmetrical, but it will work. Plus it's gonna be painted and you're not gonna be able to tell. All right, let's put something on these. So I'm thinking a little one and a little one. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to have like a bowl of ice. Love the stencil, Beverly. Thank you, Beverly. I love it too. Again, it will show up when we start to put these bits and bobs on. All right, let me think. What do I want down here? I'm going to, I don't have room, the same amount of room on both sides, unfortunately. Let's put a circle and a leaf. This one, where's that other leaf? I'm gonna put it right on that second little board thing there. Okay, I'm thinking I might be done. Where you have space, you can always come in with your glue gun and make what look like little beads or pearls, little dots of glue, because when it's dry, it's going to paint beautifully. Dot, dot. And I am using, this is like a crystal clear glue gun. It doesn't matter if you use the white, but I do like the clear. All right. Hello from Venezuela. So good to have you here. So Yvonne, these are all little bits and bobs that I had. I cut these out for my kits that I'm going to do and for my steampunk last week. But all the other ones are just little bits and bobs that I've had from cutting various things on my laser, or that were in my, you know, my bits and bobs stash that I know all of you have. Okay, now I'm gonna put that, probably, as it sticks in all the glue, probably there, because I'm going to, I have a word that I might use in the center. I've got to move that. Get that on there. Okay. Ooh, that metal got hot. All right, let's move everything out of the way. Let those glue dots dry. Remove all that. Although I could leave that there and paint it on there. Then I don't have to wipe my mat. Oh, I did have these. I thought these were fun. These are like little ornament toppers. You can run a string through it and put it at the end of your ornament. I think I'm gonna put that one there. Oh, I'm gonna put it there. Okay. And then on the head, I think I had another little cog right there. All right, let's dry it. What if you put a heart on the key? I don't have a small heart, unfortunately. Let's see. What do you guys think of that? This will get rid of all those little strings of hot glue as well. But if you leave it there too long, it will reconstitute that. It'll melt that glue that's we have in dots. We don't want that to happen. I think this one right here ended up on my pinky finger a minute ago, and it's still burning. Still hot. So in the middle of the gray circle, I have this, hope. I was thinking about putting a word like I did on my, which one was it? On my steampunk one. So do we want a word? I think the flower is going to be too big because I want it right in there. And I'm going to put it on after. I like the hearts. I like the key showing better, no heart. Yes for the hearts. I like the heart. Hello, Elizabeth. I mailed you a box to your house. Full of stuff. All right. Well, let's be done. You know, these little glue dots, you just kind of give them a touch, and if any pulls away, you know that they're not dry. And then all these little stringy bits, just kind of get that glue, that heat tool right down on it so that they go away. I think at the end of the day, like doing that, the dragonfly and the bee, you know, it amazes me that it's, first off, that the surface is cardboard. And then again, all these things that have just taken space in my studio that really just need to be gone, right? And what better way to use them than to create with them? So, alrighty. So, you like the word? No hearts. I put the hearts. Love the word. Yes to the word. Okay. Especially when you go to paint, you want to make sure that that glue is completely dry, or you will just make an absolute mess. And I'm going to move my heat gun out of the way so I don't burn myself any worse than I already did. Nice little boo-boo there. Still a little wet. Okay, let's let that set for a second. I'm going to move all these bits and bobs out of the way. This one little container. I love creating with these. Hobby Lobby. Again, ornament toppers. So if you've got an ornament that breaks, don't throw these, the top part away. That's, you know, it folds down like that for an ornament. But these make great additions as well. And then you can put things in the middle, like a button or a, you know, whatever. And because they're metal and bendable, you can manipulate them and give them some shape. So I will admit I probably have broken a few ornaments on purpose just to be able to have those. Or if I paint one and it's ugly and I don't like it, then, you know, I throw it away and use the topper. So I do have two words. I have destiny and I have hope. I think I like hope. Hello, Wendy. Yes, for the word. Thank you, Bonnie. Turns them into something beautiful, right? Yes. And again, you can get rid of your stash. You don't have to keep everything, says Pack Rat Hoarder. But I'm always worried if I throw it away that, oh, I could use that for something, you know, but there comes a point when that just takes over your house. So get those bits and bobs out and use them. All right, those are all dry. That one is not. And that one's still a little sticky. Hope, hope, hope. Yeah, I like hope too. Okay. All righty, just finished the steampunk one. Oh, awesome, Gail. You're going to have to share a picture. So share a picture in the on my page, if you don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to start painting this. I really want that to set up. And I'm going to paint it white gesso. So I'm just going to get an old scruffy brush. I'm going to get it wet, tap it off, and we're just going to start mushing it around. It's just going to give us a nice base. Actually, I want a different brush. I think I'll use this one. I want to be able to get down in here. Even that part. Like that had a flower or something in the middle of it, and you know, it's like, oh, that's still kind of cute. So in the box it goes. Now, typically, if you have water on your brush, you don't want to stick it into your gesso because you might contaminate it. So do as I say and not as I do, and I highly recommend you stick that on your palette paper. I also put a note up, guys, on my website that any orders that come in after Friday of this week at noon, any orders that come in after that are not going to be shipped until July 2nd because I'm gone back to back 2 weeks in a row starting next Sunday. So just so you know. The other thing is, if you're going to be in Chattanooga and you order, you can always put in the comments or message me that you want me to bring it to you. That will save you on your shipping cost. This week I'm going to be doing training because my husband has to learn how to use my payment system. If you're going and you come to the booth, I'm just going to ask y'all to be really patient because, yeah, it's something brand spanking new for him. So. So see those dots of glue? You can't even tell that they're dots of glue when you're done. Get up all in those little nooks and crannies of all those little bits and bobs. Okay. Is that matte medium? Why using this before paint? So this is gesso, Loretta. Oh, wow, Debbie. Hope and Destiny, what beautiful names. So I'm doing gesso for two reasons. To seal it and get everything down to a base color. To start building whatever color I'm going to put on it. But the main thing is mostly to seal it so that when I start putting paint and things on it, I'm not going to have anything that, especially chipboard, the cardboard, I just don't want it to swell or fall apart. Those little leaves look like spades. You know, thinking about these as gifts, because so many of you have commented that you're making them as gifts. You know, doing a gift box, the top of a paper mache box or something, and let's say your friend is really into sewing, you know, and you use sewing bits and bobs. You can get a lot of that stuff at Hobby Lobby, little charms, things like that. Little trinkets that, you know, fit that theme. And then all of your other little excess things to build it up. Use their favorite colors and put a gift inside. I mean, then the box is a gift as well. All right, let's dry it. Chalky gesso will work too, yep. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it, Lucy? Yes, you know, that's another great idea, is to do one where it's just stenciling on one side and build up one side with flowers. You can use silk flowers. I've used them before. You can use silk flowers and use matte medium to give them a little bit of shape. Pinks, blues, and purples. Hello, Mom. Robin Richard. Yes, spray gesso will work as well. Matte spray would work as well. Sometimes, though, with matte spray, you can, it'll make it a little slick, so it doesn't really take as well the paint. So on the steampunk one, I did black first. On my bee, if you remember a few weeks ago, I did white. Same thing on my dragonfly, I did white. You just want all the gesso to be dry so that it does not pick up when you go to start adding your colors. And I'm going to get out, of course, calm turquoise. I've got, what else? I've got purple. And I might throw in a touch of that. I don't know. We'll get that blue and that blue. And maybe a little sandstone. And where is... I'm missing a color. Oh, no, I'm not. Hello, duh. Lavender. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to start with. We're going to go for it. Actually, I do know what I'm going to start with. I think I'm going to start with this. I think it would be pretty to layer the flowers on one side, kind of like Lucy mentioned. It looks like the butterfly stencil I have. That's, you know, butterfly on one side and wing and flowers on it on the other. Yes, Sue, that's the one. I just got it, Mom, what you were saying. He does learn quickly, my husband. But it's, again, it's new, and I'm not going to be available for most of one day when he's in there by himself. So that will be interesting. All right, I got to move this. So when I hang that, oops, oh, Sandy, did you knock that off? I did. See, that's the thing with glue gun. You can also use E6000 if you want to. I tend to use the hot glue because this very rarely happens. But if it does, you just need to glue it back down. And let it rest a minute. Leaving that heat tool on it too long will loosen that glue. All right, let's get this put away. And we'll put our box of bits and bobs away. All righty. I'm thinking now. I got that out. No, I don't need anything else. It needs nothing else, Sandy. All right, let me get my palette. We'll get my colors while that's drying. So I'm going to start with that calm turquoise. I know that I'm probably going to use some white. You can always use gesso too instead of white. Again, these are the DecoEarth premium reclaimed acrylics. There's 27 colors, but you can mix them and create limitless colors. That's coastal blue, purple, do I want that one? Carnation pink, or I think I'm going to use this one first. Berry red, which looks very pink. All right. Hello, Marianne. Glad you're here. What's your favorite metallic paint line from DecoArt? I love, well, I love the dazzling metallics, but I also like the extreme sheen. Hello, Crisavola. Okay. Make sure that's almost dry. We're going with it. Okay, I'm going to use that same brush, rinse it out. I'm going to keep it wet because I want to get this color in there. Again, this is that calm turquoise. Water is just going to help it go down into those little crevices and cracks, and since we sealed it, we should be good to go. It'll be pretty as this color in black even. And like I shared on the lesson last week with the steampunk, you know, not every square inch needs to be covered with something. If you're doing something like this, and my other two already have so much on them that I want this to match, but you know, you definitely don't have to. You could put a little something on each side. And then just paint the butterfly normal. Paint it up like you would if it were on a design. Lots and lots and lots of possibilities. I love this color. It's one of my favorite turquoise, anything turquoise, aqua. All right. Right? Who would have thought those little tiny dots of glue would add something to a piece? You can do that on your canvases too, or your regular projects. If you're like, it needs a little embellishment or something, glue would give you a nice little embellishment. And this color is gorgeous, isn't it? So pretty. If you've registered for the Better World Challenge on DecoArt, drop in the comments and let me know. And if you haven't, drop in the comments why you haven't. I think it's such a great free opportunity to potentially win something. You know, you have to give your email address and stuff, but they don't farm it out. They don't, you know, they don't sell their list or anything, so there's nothing to worry about there. I know that I believe Sue Potts, that you've mentioned several times, Stockade carries the DecoEarth in Canada, so stockade.ca. Just get down into all those. Sometimes you kind of have to hold it up and see those little spots that you don't see while it's laying flat. Oh, awesome, Tammy. I can't wait to see yours. What you created. I was glad they extended the deadline to July 15th because May is such a busy time, and the deadline originally was June 2nd. But you know, if you've got kids, grandkids in school, graduations going on, it's just a lot for that time of year, so. Hi, Pam. So if you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you have not subscribed, we'd love for you to subscribe. All right, we're getting there. And then we're going to dry it. And then we'll start dry brushing on some colors. Alrighty. Gail, the iridescents would look really pretty. They look really good on dark things, more so than light colors. But we're going to dry brush. We'll dry brush a little white and then come in with some of those pinks and blues and purples. And then I still might spritz it with some metallic, kind of like I did on the steampunk, maybe with some of the copper or the bronze, just to give it a little bit more of a metallic metal look. So Linda, this is the black gold flat wash. This is a 1/2 inch. I carry the 1/2 inch, 3/4, and a 1 inch. They are my favorite because they have that clear acrylic handle. This one, you can tell, is very well loved. It is my base coating brush, my and if I leave it in the water a little bit longer than, you know, when I forget to take it out, the handle's not going to swell and peel. So these have a really pretty matte finish to them. They're indoor-outdoor. They're multi-surface. You can use them on a ton of different surfaces. I still have some wet areas, but oopsies. Just trying to knock things off. Hit it again, Sandy. Crazy. I did. I knocked it right off. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so let me plug my heat tool back in. Is there a class I could sign up for? Where at, Joe? I use some metallic luster to see. Oh, yes, metallic luster looks great too. Ooh. White frost. Let's see where I have that. Do I have it here? I do, I think. Right there. Okay, we'll definitely use some of that too. All right, first I think I'm going to go ahead and spritz this because I want this to get down into the bottom of things, you know, like underneath stuff. So I am going to spritz that. Again, that's just Distress Mica Spray. It's got beautiful shimmery finish to it. We're going to dry it. And then I can always wipe off some of the excess. Again, I just did that mainly to get it down into the bottom area. And I have a little bit more on, oops, hello, a little more on that side than that side. Okay, let's dry it. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, Karen Marburg, things that I've had stuffed away in my stash of things that I can't get rid of. I have boxes near my laser machine, so every time I cut something out that, you know, is like the center of a letter or a piece I decide not to use, I throw it in there. I mean, even those colors right there, right? And that color in silver would look really pretty too. Okay. Thank you, Loretta. All right, so let's stencil brush. And let's do paper towel and a little bit of, I think I'm going to do a little bit of white first. So I'm going to load it up. And then I just want to slightly wipe it across my paper towel. And I'm not going to do everywhere, but I am going to kind of hit it here and there. is, you know, a thing that if you are doing it and you're like, I'm not really digging these colors, I don't like these you can always go back to gesso. Okay, you can always cover it in with black paint or black gesso or white gesso and start from the beginning and pick the colors you like. Okay, again, this is just going to give it a little base for the other colors I'm going to dry brush on. Just a little dusting, and I'm not going down into the, you know, onto the bottom, although you could. Get a little in there where it's a little on the copper side. Okay. I need to buy bits and bobs of metals. Yes, I guess I'm going to have to put one together, right? I know Chris Hoy at one time was selling them because, you know, you get things and like you cut a star or whatever, and then you might have a little star or the outline of a star and all these different things that I hate to throw them away. Okay, another stencil brush. And let's go ahead and come in with some purple. Wipe it off. Oops, I'm going to wipe even more off. It's a pretty strong color. Kind of give it like that mother of pearl look, you know, a little bit of that purple and white. They haven't had to reload. A little bit goes a long way. Again, I'm not dry brushing everything, just here and there. So I don't know if that light's doing it for you guys so you can see it. Okay. Now I am thinking, which is always dangerous. I am thinking I want to come in with some Payne's Gray. I like that copper in there, but I want it to be also just a little bit, just have a little more dimension. And so it needs a little shading or something underneath these bits and bobs. And again, not everywhere, just kind of here and there. I'm going to try not to get it up on the surface, but if I do, that's okay. Let's go back over it. My brush is wet. I can get all that in there. It does help, I feel like it helps accentuate all those shapes. And then we'll spritz it with some water and dry it. Okay, thank you, Bonnie. All right, so we're just gonna get a little bit of that spritzed. That's what you do when you're winging it. Go with it. Alrighty, let's dry that. It's got a lot on it, doesn't it? I didn't realize it had so much. Dragonfly glaze would be pretty. Holographic illusions, enchanted, all those. DuraClear has DecoArt DuraClear varnish. They have the interference ones. The media line also has interference, which I don't have anything right here that has interference on it. I was going to show it to you. In fact, you know what, guys? Let me just say, any orders this week? I got bits and baubles at the dollar store in Canada. Awesome, Lynn. So any orders that I get this week on my website, I will throw in a little bag of bits and bobs. How about that? Won't get anything up on my website till July, but okay. Let's go to a smaller or different stencil brush. And we're going to put some of this pink, load it up, wipe it off. And again, not everywhere, just here and there. I always throw freebies in my orders anyway, so why not? I'll throw a nice little pack of bits and bobs. And good ones too. I have more of those leaves and fern type, these little scrolls. Okay, so look how that's kind of coming together. All right, let's get out a little bit of that lavender. I'll just use that brush that I had white, a little lavender, wipe it off. Coming in late. Hello, Peg. What color goes with rose gold? Got to make a resin initial for my daughter's beaded keychain. Rose gold. Oh, good. Pink. There's so many colors that go. It depends on which direction you want to go. If you want to go a little more girly, I would think, purples, pinks. And you can also do a little bit more metallic upscale. You could go with some burnt sienna, some quinacridone gold if you've got the media line. So that lavender is nice and light. I'm just giving it a little touch there. All right. I still feel like it needs... let's see. I'll use this. So this is just some metallic mister spray. And I know my spray bottle doesn't work. Probably not, because it doesn't have a lid on it. So let's see. Nope. So what I'm going to do is put some on my palette. Move it around. So I'm going to kind of keep it in towards the middle, and then I'll spritz it, and it can go out to the edge. This is the Shimmer Mr. Turquoise that DecoArt used to make. Unfortunately, they no longer do, but I would love to see them bring it back. they had some of the best misters on the market, so. Let's move that so that I don't drop it. And then we're just going to lift it up, let that color flow through. So, you know, with using, you know, just the paint, the product, the water, if that gesso wasn't on there, all those pieces would be swelling. Oh yeah, that really richened that up. Richened? Burgundy. Burgundy with rose gold would be gorgeous. Absolutely, Dixie. I have not used that light blue yet, but I will. Thank you, guys. Can you put the media paint in resin? I don't know why you couldn't. I personally have not, Dawn, but media paint is very fluid, and it does not have the solids in it that like Americana does. So, and it's transparent. So I think that would be great. And I think, Dixie, your choice is spot on. Some burgundy, rich colors with that rose gold. It's one of my all-time favorite colors, alizarin crimson, and I hardly ever use it anymore. When I painted in oils, I did. I'm going to use a little bit of that light blue and probably even a little bit of white again, and then we'll finish it off with that metallic luster. Just want everything dry. Alrighty, let's get another brush. So this is that coastal blue. Again, wipe a lot of it off. It's a little more muted, so it's going to help give us a nice little dusting of color. Okay, back to our white stencil brush. It is kind of getting a stained glass effect, isn't it? I like the colors. I will admit, though, I might do a second one. I won't tape it, but I might do a second one with the monarch colors. You know, blacks and yellow and orange. So it's just white. You know, just kind of trying to hit the high points here and there. All right. Now, I said metallic luster, but let me look and see. I don't have it. Doggone it. I was gonna get some silver, but we'll make this work. Okay, so a metallic luster is a paste, but you can add water to it to make it a liquid. Okay, now if you do that, you want to leave your metallic luster lid open so that most of that moisture gets out, or you will end up with mildew. And you don't want to do that. Oops, too much. Ooh, that's an idea, Robin. And it might not show up as much for y'all, but that metallic luster has a little shimmer to it. And I have to get it. I have to get it. Hold on. I want to get some silver. Metallic. And I'm going to use the media line silver. I just think it would be pretty. And since the others look very metal, I want this to have a little metal to it. Oops. Shake it up. Little silver. Let me show you that. The media line actually has silver and gold. I have to tell you, both these metallics are exceptional. I'll wipe that off. Oh yeah, so we'll have a little shimmer from that white metallic luster, but then that silver is just going to give it a more metallic finish. Again, here, there, not everywhere. And when you're creating something like this, it's always best to kind of set it up, step aside, look at your colors, see if you want to add anything else. When it's flat like this, we think, oh, that looks wrong, I need to add something here. Sometimes you don't. You just need to hold it up, hold it away, arm's length, or step away from it, come back. All right. I'm thinking a little bit of purple where I made it too white. So, I am digging that, and I'm going to put the word, I think I want the word to stand up though, so let me get my box back over here, and we're going to put, let me see, I could use a dot, or I can use one of these sticks, and just break it. Let's see if that fits in there. Not really. Liking the darker background. Yeah, it needed that darker, again, to give it some contrast. Okay. So, let's come in here. Put that stick right there. You won't be able to see it, so I'm not even going to paint it. unless that's longer than that, which it is. Hello. So let's let that dry for a second. The glue gun, I'm just going to stain it with some of that blue. Yeah, when they had the misters, when DecoArt had the misters, they had black, and I always loved, I did it with my, when I used to teach classes here locally, we did a piece like this, and spritzing it black and then dry brushing on top. Again, that contrast underneath just gives it a really pretty look. What can you add to thicken matte medium? Why do you want to thicken your matte medium? Let me know. I like the thinness of matte medium. And I don't know that there's anything you can use to thicken it. Okay. Oh, I like that there. Pretty. And that was just some, like a metal frame that I got in the scrapbooking section at Hobby Lobby years and years and years ago. Put a little bit of that. I like some of that copper kind of coming through, or bronze, but not a bunch of it. All right, guys, I think for now I'm going to call this done. Okay, so we used the lavender and calm turquoise and coastal blue and purple and the berry red, of course, then white, the metallic silver in the media line, the blue turquoise shimmer mister if you have that, or any mister spray. We used, I know that there's a blue one in the Dilution shimmer spray, which is gorgeous. The only thing is these are water reactive, and I used that in the background as well. And then of course the metallic luster. So you can take a paper towel and just kind of take some of that moisture out and put that away. And then of course gesso, right? And a lot of hot glue and a lot of bits and bobs. Alrighty, it has thickened. Oh, and she wants to thin it. Got it. So if you have matte medium that is too thick, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. It isn't a product that can be reconstituted. You certainly could add some water to it and see if it will work for you, but it's one of those things that once it is getting harder, like gesso can, you just have to get a new one. Sorry. Okay, so there's that. I'm loving the colors, guys. I'm glad you chose those. And then again, when I hang it, I can hang it. I could even hang it through that one there, but with that bee having one at the top, and then my dragonfly, which is somewhere at the top. Okay. Anyway, and I would hang it from there, not that little, that right there is so thin, it probably would break off with the weight of that, because these are actually kind of heavy after you get done putting all those things on there. It gets a little on the heavy side. So anyway, and if I were to do the more of a monarch, like I mentioned, I would use the burnt sea or the chestnut and even the brown, orange, yellow, black, and then I would still dry brush it with some white, especially like after you do the orange, dry brush with white, then you can dry brush yellow on top of that. But those would definitely be the colors I would use for traditional monarch looking one, or the same coloring as one. And then along with those, I probably would use the bronze, copper, or gold if you wanted a metallic. So thank you, Brenda. Thank you, thank you. I know I'm going to bring the steampunk one with me to Chattanooga. And if I think about it, I'm taking these to Vegas next week with me for DecoArt, because we are doing some make and takes with the DecoEarth paint. So I'm excited about that. So I want to take some samples for them to see. Yeah, all right. Looks so special. Anyone would love to. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it. Thank you, Heidi and Mary. All right, guys. Thanks, Lucy. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Get those brushes out. Get that paint out. Do something creative. You will have these kits available after Chattanooga. I won't have like a kit for this. Okay, that's just too time consuming for me to be able to put something like that together. But I will, and some of those pieces I don't even know where they came from, but I will have these, like I mentioned, that are going to come with the steampunk. I'm also going to have the I bit my tongue, the chipboard steampunk stuff. And then, like I mentioned, any orders that go out this week, you will get a little baggie full of a whole bunch of little bits and bobs and odds and ends so you can create. All right, guys. Peace out, lady. Thanks, Rebecca. Yes. Have a great week. My members, I'll see you guys Tuesday night, 7 o'clock in our group. We have a lesson and then a Thursday as well. And then I will be back 2 weeks from today, I think the first Sunday in July, with another live, and hopefully one that's painted. All right. Y'all have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye. I'm going to scroll you right down to here. And don't forget to go over to DecoArt and sign up for that Better World Challenge. Great opportunity to win almost $10,000.